Why do they need these shelters? Ben, tell us more.
Well, isn't he the most adorable thing you've seen this morning? The problem for Harry is quite the opposite to the rest of us. He's worried about putting on too much weight this Christmas. He's not fat enough, and he's been brought here to the Wildlife Aid Foundation to make sure that he survives the winter. He's in the very caring hands of Lucy this morning. And with me is Simon Cowell, who's in charge of the centre here. Simon, why exactly is this a problem?
Hedgehogs are endangered in this country. There used to be about 30 million in the 50s. Now there's down to 1 million, and local extinction is expected, urban extinctions, by 2025. But hedgehogs have two broods, and the second brood, which they've had sort of August, September, October, are just too small. A hedgehog, to survive hibernation, has to get to 600 grams. Otherwise, he'll go into hibernation fine, but he won't wake up the other side. So these little chaps are born late. They can't find enough food. It gets frosty. They go to hibernate, and it all goes horribly wrong.
You see, to me, Harry looks like he's a decent size. Is he, what, half the size he should be, a quarter?
He's probably about 300 grams, which is great, but it's not enough. If you think they have to survive for about 3 or 4 months at least, surviving on their own body fat, he wouldn't make it. So we've got to get him up to 600 grams. We often take up to about 200 hedgehogs this time of year, and believe it or not, they'll chomp their way through 15,000 cans of dog food by the time they're released in 2014.
And is that the right thing for people to do, to put bits of food out, like dog food, cat food, in the garden if they see a hedgehog they think might be in trouble?
In the summer, that's fine for hedgehogs, but never, never milk and water. That's awful. Milk and bread, don't give them that. But this time of year, if they see them, they need to come into a centre. They need to be with others. They need to be kept at 60 degrees. They mustn't be allowed to hibernate. So we have a huge complex which is all kept heated, and they do fine.